and lost a lot of weight herself, and now it's starting to help me. So I want to be able to give you this information so it can help you too. Terry?
Thanks so much, Alison. I just very quickly want to give you my story. I was introduced to Plexus by my friend Natalie Fuller, who started the webinar off. About a year ago, she called me and she told me she was using these new products to lose weight. And of course, we've spent hours and hours and hours, like I'm sure some of you have spent, talking about gaining weight, losing weight, not losing weight, and all those types of things. Now, Natalie and her husband spend their winters in Florida, so I had not seen her for months and months. When she came home being Peterborough and Toronto, we got together for lunch, and my jaw dropped to the floor. Both Natalie and Rick Rick is her husband, had both lost almost 50 pounds, and they looked absolutely wonderful. Well, you would think that would be enough to get me on the products, but silly me, it just wasn't. And I said, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it alone, and I'm going to make sure it happens. Well, month after month, as they were losing, I was gaining. And it was about the second week in July, I called Natalie up, and I said, Natalie, I'm heavier than I've ever been or I've been in years. You know, I'm walking around with the button on the upper button on my pants undone with long shirts so nobody could see anything there. You know, I didn't even want to look in the mirror. I was feeling really lousy. I said, I want to start on your products. I'm willing to start on your products. So we met, and she got me enrolled as a customer at that point, and that's what I did. I started originally with the Plexus Slim and the accelerator, which Natalie will talk to you about. Well, in my first month, I did really well. I was overjoyed. I lost 15 pounds, and that was really just using those two products. Up to date, I've lost 26 pounds. I've gone down 2 pant sizes. But I'll tell you what's even more exciting for me is that food is no longer on my mind night and day. I don't sit there at breakfast thinking about what I'm going to eat at lunch, and at lunch what I'm going to eat at supper. I feel more like a normal person. I can eat normally. My cravings for sweets are gone. When I crave now, I crave things like fruits and vegetables. So it's really, really neat. You know, I now feel like that person that, says, I don't understand what you're talking about when you say all you think about is food. I don't think about it anymore. You know, I still have a little ways to go. I have about 23 more pounds to go, but I have no doubt I'm going to reach my goal. And I really believe that with the Plexus products and, with the help of my friend Natalie, I just have to say thank you to her for introducing me to this product, because it's absolutely changing the way I feel about myself and what I'm doing with my life. I want to introduce Natalie now. Natalie Fuller is a retired nurse, so who better than to tell us about the Plexus products? Her expertise on this subject is unbelievable, but she's also been a leader in the home-based business arena for many, many years. Her and Rick have made millions of dollars in the arena, and with no further ado, I want to introduce you to Natalie Fuller. Natalie?
Thank you, Terry. Well, thanks, everybody, and thank you for taking the time on Sunday evening to get on and hear a presentation and learn a little bit about Plexus. I'm going to talk to you about the products. Terry and Alison have both talked a little bit about how these products are working, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the company, and I'm going to finish by giving you a little bit of information about the business. We're always looking for people to market with us. I'll do it all in less than 30 minutes. I want you to have a piece of paper and pencil, write down any questions you might have while I'm going through the presentation, but I'm going to ask you also to think about one thing, and that is, as I give you the information, are you able to think of people that might like to use these products? And maybe on that piece of paper you have, write down their names. You might be surprised by the number of people you can think of at the end. Even if you don't think you're interested in the business, then you can refer them to us. We'd love to get them on the products. I'm going to talk about this company that opened in 2006. So they are technically a 7-year-old company, but they really got on the map in 2009 when they introduced the product called Plexus Slim, which is our flagship product, and the companion product in 2011, and we're going to talk about that. Those were the two products Terry started with that she mentioned. One of the things that Rick and I looked at when we looked at this company last August, at the end of August, was the management team. We actually knew the owners, and we were very, very excited about the possibilities with this company because we knew what a difference it made when you have owners who know what it's like to be in the field, when they know owners who have been in the field and know what our job is here. So they are so distributor friendly. Here's something else. For those of you who've never done anything in the home-based business world and are maybe not even looking at that side of it right now, this would not be something you'd think about perhaps. But for those of us who are interested in creating extra income from home, it's really important to find a product line that people want to have, that people will buy. Well, our products address obesity, diabetes, and chronic pain. 1 out of 3 people live with chronic pain. 1 out of 10 people are diabetic. 1 out of 10 people don't know that they're diabetic but are diabetic, and a very large percentage of us are overweight. So we're really addressing a lot of issues. This company actually started out as a breast health company, added the weight loss, and in 2012 the pain product. So we're kind of like 3 companies in one. The picture you see in front of you are the 3 key weight loss products that I try to get everybody to start on if I can. Plexus Slim is the flagship product that I refer to. Now this is a product I want to give you a little bit of information about. This is the product that is not just helping people lose weight, it is completely restoring people's metabolism. It is getting diabetics off their insulin. It is not a meal replacement. It's not a shake. There's no stimulant or any caffeine in it. It's a drink, little packets, kind of like Crystal Light that you put in a bottle of water and you take once a day. It regulates your blood sugar. It maintains healthy blood pressure. It promotes healthy lipid levels. This is a product that is taking our diabetics off of insulin. I personally have 7 diabetics no longer using insulin because of this product. Now, what people don't realize is a lot of our weight issues, a lot of us who have struggled with our weight have gotten ourselves not necessarily to the stage that we're diabetic, but we're pre-diabetic, or what we often hear of, you may have heard the term insulin resistant. We are no longer efficiently using our insulin. What it does, it helps slow down the release of glucose. It helps your body to, your pancreas is your organ that produces insulin. Well, after years of abuse, your pancreas may not be working the way it should anymore. This product is going to help nourish and get your pancreas working better, get your blood, the release of the sugar in your blood supply slowed down, and your insulin to do the job. Here's one little thing, and it'll help illustrate why our pancreas gets so confused. Some of you know people, if not you yourself, know people who have been drinking, and I'm just going to give one example of hundreds I could give, but diet pop. You've been drinking, or these people may have been drinking diet pop every single day. Your body thinks it's getting sugar. There's no sugar. There's no calories, but your body doesn't know that, and your body thinks it's getting sugar. And so what happens is your pancreas produces this insulin, because that's the proper thing. When sugar goes in your system, insulin gets produced. And it's supposed to go bind with it and store that energy. Stores it as fat, by the way. Well, imagine now drinking diet pop. Your body thinks it's getting sugar. Your pancreas pushes out all this insulin, and it gets out to your blood supply, and there's no sugar for it. Well, you can imagine that after weeks and months and maybe years of doing that, your body's totally confused. Your insulin doesn't know when it's supposed to go out, and you have insulin going up and down during the day. Well, not only does that cause you to store your weight, and typically in your belly and in your upper thighs, but it messes up many other things. It causes inflammation in your body. It allows you to, or it causes you to not have good sleep. It messes up your other hormones like your cortisol. Your joints become painful. It does so many other things. You have no idea that when you just balance your sugar and your insulin levels, many other things start to balance themselves. So this is a really important supplement, not only to lose weight, even though that's why most of us take it. If weight is our biggest issue, there's a product that we can partner up with the Slim called Accelerator. This is going to boost your weight loss. It does have natural caffeine in the form of green tea and dark chocolate. So if you're very sensitive to caffeine, you need to know that. It will suppress your appetite. It'll increase your energy. It's going to speed up your weight loss. It's an amazing product to take. It's not essential. Lots of people, in fact, for 2 years, the thousands of people who lost weight, and many, many, many over 100 pounds did not have this product. But it will speed things up. A fantastic product. You just take Slim once a day in a bottle, and you take this after your breakfast. So real simple. Now, we have a shake called Plexus 96. It's a 96-calorie, 15-gram protein snack on the go. It's a little packet of a protein shake. You can just mix it with water, low-fat milk, shake it up in a bottle if you want. I suggest that everybody, if you're listening to this and you're interested in doing a weight loss program, I'm going to ask you at least for a month or two to give one thing a try, and that is to take this for breakfast. There is something that happens when you take protein for breakfast versus taking toast or cereal, a carbohydrate, or not taking anything at all, which is a lot of those of us who've been obese. That's one of the problems, is we often don't even eat breakfast. But if you can start your day with protein, magic happens in your biochemistry. Your body produces a hormone that speeds up your metabolism, and you're functioning at a very different level if you start with protein. So I ask everybody to consider taking this Plexus 96, throw it in a blender, put a little bit of fruit in it. You might have a few other healthy things like chia seeds and hemp hearts you might want to put in. Make a substantial meal with this. I even add some Greek yogurt to increase the protein. And this is how I start my day, and I am never hungry at lunch. I simply eat because I know it's something I need to do, but not because I'm hungry. Here's the sad truth. Obesity is a big issue. 8 out of 10 Americans over the age of 25 are already overweight. The number is expected to double by 2030. 25.8 million children and adults, these are American stats, but it's no different here. Approximately 1 out of 3 are diagnosed with diabetes. And that's a serious concern, and it's an epidemic. And they say that 1 out of 10 don't even, there's another 1 out of 10 that are diabetic and haven't been diagnosed. So being overweight is serious. It's not just diabetes, it's heart disease, it's cancer, it's stroke, it's arthritis, it's depression. We need to get it under control. Too often people are doing it by things like a low-calorie diet, a low-carbohydrate diet. They do very extreme things like the Bernstein diet or HCG. They start counting the calories. They do all of these strategies that are not sustainable. It's not how we live. In this program, you don't need to diet. We tell people, Terry mentioned it, that she no longer had the same cravings that she had before, that she can sit down and eat a healthy meal. She wants to eat a healthy meal. People are always amazed when I say to them, I don't want you to diet. I want you to just listen to your body. It will, when you get your blood sugar and insulin levels balanced, it's amazing what happens. You actually want to eat things differently. And I can give you stories for people that I have that tell me that they cannot believe that they don't have that chatter going on in their head. They can watch TV without thinking about food. It's because they're getting their biochemistry restored. It's amazing what can happen when you do that. Here are a few pictures of some people that have had tremendous success. We have people who have lost, in fact, a mutual friend of Terry's and mine who went on the product when I did has now lost 65 pounds. She's in Hawaii, 65 years old. I will tell you, the older you are and the heavier you are, sadly enough, it might be a little bit slower for you because your hormones are going to take a little bit longer to restore. This is a picture of my husband and I taken last summer in June and then taken this June at a convention. You know, when that first picture was taken, I actually thought that was a good picture of us. I actually used that picture in a business card that we have because I thought it was a good picture. Then when we lost the weight, I realized how much healthier we look and how much younger we look having lost weight. This was a picture taken in Florida last year in February, and then one taken this year in February. I look at it and I almost feel like I'm a different person in having lost the weight. Now, we started this company in 2006 as a breast health company. This is Breast Cancer Month, so it's timely to learn about our breast check kit. It's the only patented breast check kit on the market. When you use this kit, the lower portion of the kit, when applied against your skin, will gently adhere to your skin. The upper portion will freely move, allowing you to pick up any lump, bump, or abnormality much more easily. It magnifies anything that you feel. They have a special on right now. Buy one breast check kit, and they'll give you one for free. As a customer, it's $35 to buy the kit, so you'll get 2 for the price of 1. What a great gift to give somebody for Christmas, a breast check kit. Now, I need to change the picture because our breast cream is now called a body cream. It was created by Dr. Spencer, who's world-renowned in spirulina and detoxification. He created a product which was predominantly spirulina to help with people who have polycystic or tender breasts. We carry a lot of our toxins in our fat. Our breast tissue is fat. So a lot of women will say that they have very, very tender breasts because they do carry excess toxins there. This product makes a huge difference. However, people were using it for lots of other reasons, for moles, for scars, for skin conditions, and believe it or not, the #1 use is as a face cream. Well, they improved on the formula. They added some more active spirulina, and they added an ingredient that was not in it before, activated charcoal, which is a very strong detoxifier. Because so many people were using it as a face cream but felt uncomfortable because it said breast cream, they now changed it to body cream, an amazing product that you may just want to try sometime. Now we have just a few other products I want to talk about. BioCleanse and ProBio are two products that I consider, they're cleansing products, but I consider them part of the weight loss system. We talked about insulin as a very important hormone. What we didn't talk about is that there's a lot of other hormones that impact your weight. We refer to them as hunger hormones. They're the hormones that tell your brain that it's time to stop, that you're full. And those hormones, one in particular you may have heard of called leptin, L-E-P-T-I-N, leptin, those are regulated by your intestinal health. If your intestinal health is out of whack, those hormones are out of whack. So I try to get people to include ProBio and BioCleanse in their program. Probiotic is, as it sounds, it's 5 probiotic, different probiotics. It also has in there added enzymes that will help you to digest and help to restore the balance in your intestinal system. It has B6 and grapeseed extract. An amazing, amazing formula. I have a few doctors who've come to my business because of that product. It's something everybody should take. Before you go to bed, take some probiotic. It is essential in the way we eat today to keep that intestinal health up. 90% of people who are overweight have a very bad balance of good and bad bacteria. So we already know that from studies. So if you're overweight, it's a system product you need. But I will tell you that the one naturopath in my business, he just won't treat anybody unless they're on friendly bacteria because it is the source, he believes, of most problems. The BioCleanse is a magnesium, a specially formulated magnesium compound with vitamin C and some bioflavonoids. It's there to oxygenate the body. Both the intestinal system and the gastrointestinal system. If your system is oxygenated, pathogens cannot grow. But it will also neutralize the acidic conditions. Same thing. Pathogens cannot grow in an alkaline system. They can only grow in an acidic system. But those other hormones I'm talking about are going to be out of whack unless you get that system, that part in check. We also have a multivitamin, supercharged multivitamin called X Factor. It really has been created for anybody, but in particular they put special balance in there for people who are losing weight. Because when you lose weight, you're shedding your fat. Your fat is where your toxins are carried. You're causing free radical damage in your system. You need an antioxidant more when you're losing weight than when you're not losing weight. So this product has the essential vitamins, especially your B vitamins. B12 is really important. Some of you may know people who've gone to Bernstein and once a month they give them a B12 injection. There's a reason for that when you're losing weight. We have 8,000% of that in here. But we also add some very strong antioxidants, aloe vera and New Zealand blackcurrant. The blackcurrant is on the ORAC scale, that scale that measures the strength of antioxidants. It's the fruit with the highest antioxidant properties. So it's a really strong antioxidant. So people go on it and they say their energy is so much better, they're sleeping so much better. A fantastic product. And lastly, the third part of our company, the third company rolled in one, is our pain relief. And our fast relief products are designed for people who have pain. These products were, prior to this, only available in pain clinics in the United States. We have a capsule and a cream that are anti-inflammatory. The cream works from the outside in. The anti-inflammatory capsule, the longer you use it, the better it works. It has been tested against things like Celebrex. There is no tolerance built up. That's why it works better the longer you're on it. My husband went on it, triple dosed himself for the first few weeks. He noticed a significant difference. He still takes more than just the 2 a day. He still takes 4 a day because he is a big guy. But I want to tell you a story. My dad is 77 years old. This month he turned 77. He has severe rheumatoid arthritis. The only thing that has worked for him in 7 years is prednisone, and 4 times in that 7 years he tried to get off of it. He knew the potential risks of staying on it, but every time he went off, the pain was just too extraordinary. So in April, we started my dad on this product, and he started weaning himself off the prednisone. And actually, when he got himself completely off the prednisone and was just taking this, he wasn't quite sure how he was going to do because the pain was that bad, was still bad. But he kept taking it. It wasn't as bad as when he went off of it and he had nothing, but it was still not allowing him the same kind of freedom to do the things he wanted to do. But he stayed on it and he stayed on it. Well, my dad has now been off prednisone. It took him about a month to get off of it. So since about May, he's been completely off of it. And he now says he's not pain-free. My dad will never, ever be pain-free. But he is better now on this than he was on prednisone for the 7 years. He feels healthier and better. An amazing product. And lastly, if you know anybody who has pain, has nerve pain, neuropathy, or maybe because they've had trauma, so it's caused nerve pain because there's been so much inflammation, say, around some vertebrae, or they have carpal tunnel syndrome, or they've taken chemotherapy that's caused neuropathy, or they're diabetic. There is nothing in the drug world for nerve pain. There is nothing that will rebuild your nerves. We call it nerve growth factor. That there's nothing in the drug world that will produce this protein, nerve growth factor, but this natural product works. We have unbelievable stories of people who have suffered with neuropathy who take this product and the pain goes away. The neuropathy completely goes away. They heal those nerves. Now that's our entire product line. Now I'm hoping that some of you have written down some names of people that you can think of who could benefit from these products. And maybe, if you were able to do that, you might want to consider the business side of this. This is a company that we looked at last August. We had already heard stories of some people making great money who'd never worked in the home-based industry before. So we were interested in looking at their comp plan. One of the things we really liked was, of course, that it was part of this model, this person-to-person sharing model, where we get paid to share the information with other people. I like the fact that they pay us every Friday a component of our income and then once a month for the rest. It was really important. Terry mentioned that we spend our winters in Florida. So for us, it's important to have a business that's transportable, that it doesn't matter where we are. If we have a telephone and a computer, I'm calling from Peterborough, but in 2 days from now I'm going to be in Florida. So my next time I talk to you, I might be in Florida. It makes no difference to you where I'm dialing in from. So you can do this anywhere. The company actually pays us in 11 different ways. I'm just going to summarize some key things, and I hope this helps you maybe to get a little bit inspired. Most companies don't pay you really well to just refer customers, because what they really want you to do is build a network of business builders. But this company says they're very, very product-driven and customer-driven. We're going to pay you really well to refer customers. So we have what are called retail profits and preferred customer commissions. I'm going to give you an example without breaking it all down. If you had 10 friends who just use the Slim and Accelerator as customers, which is $99.85 for a month's supply, that's Slim and the capsules. $99.85. You found over the next month or two 10 people who said, well, I'd like to do that with you. I think I'd like to give that a try. They have a 60-day money-back guarantee, so nobody has a risk trying it. Well, if you had 10 friends doing it, the company's paying you over $400 a month, just 10 friends doing the business. So imagine if your friends start to add the protein, they start to add the BioCleanse, they start to add some of the other products, because they will, trust me, they will do that. Now instead of making 400, maybe you're making 500 or 600 off of those 10 friends. But those friends will start referring people, and pretty soon you have 20 people because your friends start referring friends. Now you're making over $1,000 a month just on customers. You haven't even built the business. Now some of those friends, however, are going to say to you, gee, I've got people who want to use this product. How would I at least get my products paid for? Because 3 or 4 friends pay for your own product. Well, they would upgrade to what's called an ambassador, and they would pay $34.95. And that's a payment that gives them their own website. It gives them the back office so that they can, like as a customer, if you want to change your order, cancel your order, you call the number to the company or you send them an email. Well, if somebody pays $34.95, they have their own website. They can manage everything. They can change their orders, everything from their back office. They can refer people. Well, a person who comes in as a business builder has a one-time opportunity when they come in to buy a selection of products at a reduced rate, lower than wholesale price. So we talked about the Slim and Accelerator for $99.85. Well, a person coming in as a business builder can actually buy a 3-month supply for $199. So they could sell 2 months and take a month of product, and it's free. for them. So they're allowed to do that once. Well, if you started and you paid the $1.99 and you bought product and I enrolled you, the next week I would be paid $50 on that. That's our weekly check. Now the person who enrolled me would be paid $25, and the person who enrolled that person would be $15 and $10 up. So what they do is take 100 of that 200 that you bought and they give it back to us the next week. So that's our business builder bonus. Every time you advance in this comp plan, they're going to give you a bonus for doing that. And every month, on the 15th of the month, you're going to be paid for the activity in your business the previous month. The more ambassadors, that's what we call our business builders here, the more ambassadors in your business, the more you're going to take out of this pool. So ultimately, those of us who do want to build a large organization can make a substantial income. I know when I looked at this, and when Terry looked at this, and I know when Alison looked at this, there was something that we saw. We were seeing people who have never, ever been in the home-based business industry making 10, 20, believe it or not, $30,000 and $40,000 a month 1 and 2 years later, and they've never, ever done a business before. It's because this is a product that people want. They buy it. They start telling other people about it, and naturally a business grows. And that's what got us really motivated, was this profit sharing and bonus pool that they have. When we looked at this, I thought, gee, a business that's only $34.95, where we don't have to do any inventory. Everybody can just sign up and be a customer and get their own product and have a 60-day money-back guarantee. In order to get paid, whether you start at the beginning or you're at the very top of the comp plan, all you need to do is have 100 points worth of product. That Slim and Accelerator is an ambassador. That Slim and Accelerator and one package of protein shakes, $22 worth of shakes, that's $100 worth of product. If I buy it, I'm qualified. If I don't buy it, but I have one customer who buys it, a Slim Accelerator and a package of protein, I'm qualified for my entire organization, whether I buy or not, because our customers are considered our own volume. That I thought was brilliant. We already talked about the customer referral income, the team building income. They pay you weekly and monthly. Another thing that I really like is all of our ambassadors' sales go into one pool. So we don't compete with one another, which is typical in businesses. They don't want to help each other. They're on other teams. If I help increase the sales of somebody that's not on my team, that increases the pool, which helps me. So we all want to work together and support each other, which I think is pretty neat. If you pay your $34.95, you're going to receive a kit, a success kit that's going to give you this presentation, very similar to this, in a little flip chart. It's going to give you a book to sort of teach you about the business. Our team, which is called Plexus Power Team, we have our own site where we upload all of our files, all of our recordings, everything that you need to build this business. It is turnkey. You don't have to create anything. If you're doing a vendor show and you need little ballots, we've got that done. If you need an email to go to your customers, we've got that done. Everything is done for you. You just have to plug in and go look at the tools, and they've all been created by people who have been here before you. This is an example of just a couple of the business building kits. I told you about one that was $1.99. Well, Jay is another really popular $1.99 kit, which has the Slim and the Accelerator and cleansing and pain products and some protein all in one. So somebody who wants to have a good range of products. And on the left-hand side, you see one of our $99 kits. We have these what are called decision packs. They're 3-day samples. Believe it or not, that's all somebody needs to know that these products work, is to get on it 3 days. So we build our business by selling these $10 3-day decision packs to people, because once they try it, they're hooked. They want to be on the product. So if you're listening to this, I'm not even going to talk to you about being a retail customer. You pay more money. You don't need to. You really have two decisions. One is to be a preferred customer. That's free. You're going to get that Slim Accelerator for $99.85 with a 60-day money-back guarantee. Allows you to get on and try the product if you want the pain relief, whatever selection of products. You can do it as a preferred customer. Or you might be interested in paying $34.95 and getting the wholesale price. For example, the Slim and Accelerator is $89.95. The wholesale ambassador will allow you to refer people. If you refer 3 to 4 people, your products are entirely free. You don't have to do the presentation. We'll do it for you. Or you might like to start making an income to replace a job, to supplement, just to take a vacation. We'll help you with that. All we ask you to do is let us know what your interest is. If you're just interested in trying the products, let us know that. We'll just set you up as a customer. If you want to get your products for free, well, we'll have you set up as an ambassador, and we'll work with you till your products are paid for. the difference between somebody who wants to come in and earn $500 a month and somebody who wants a full-time income is simply doing a little bit more of the same thing. So somebody who wants to earn a full-time income might want to give a few more hours a week. They might want to be better trained. They certainly want to know all of us in their support team, so we are all there to help. So it's up to you guys where you see yourself fitting. We would love to help you. We're trying to build a team of people to share the message of Plexus. We'd love it if this is something that you saw. I am going to open the line to Terry and Alison because they might have something they'd like to add. But I'm going to stop the recording